Yo, 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 Pyros, what's up? How's everybody doing on a Sunday evening? Welcome in, Ryan News, Pyrotechnics. Everybody have a good weekend? Hey, Michael, how come we haven't seen a stash update from you here lately? You holding out on us there, brother? Ryan says, I was pissed because they didn't say nothing until 5 o'clock today and I missed it but heard it. Oh my God, it was awesome, but yeah, we got rain this weekend, but I'm hoping it doesn't rain that much. Glad we have Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Might need all those days. I only need one. I just need our Saturday to be good. That's the only day that matters for us. It's going to be hot here. So that part kind of sucks. And not only hot, but extremely humid. So hot and humid when we got to basically prep all week and get everything ready. We still got to pull all of our cakes and everything out of the container, unbox those, wire them up, get them on their boards. Gonna be a lot to do, and it's gonna be hot, humid, and miserable. But as long as we can get some decent weather on Saturday evening when our show is, it'll all be worth it, I believe. As long as our show goes off hiccup free, of course, obviously. Don't want to see any hiccups in the show. If they are, please make them small. Don't let other people be able to know that something was wrong. What day are you having your show, Ryan? I know you mentioned Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You shooting for one day, or are you just gonna make a whole weekend out of it? So Ryan says same. I'm. Is that New Hampshire? Is that where you're at? Is New Hampshire? NH? New Hampshire? It's gonna be 105 degrees plus, but pyros. I'm hoping Saturday night holds up to be exactly pyro safety first and just doing what we do best. Yeah, same thing here. I'm really hoping for two things. I'm hoping for no real threat of rain or bad weather on Saturday evening when we shoot, and I'm hoping for not a whole lot of wind. A little bit's okay, but as we know, a lot of wind can really mess up your show. So I'm hoping for not a lot of rain threat when we go to shoot, and I'm hoping not a lot of wind. But yeah, Ryan says, yeah, New Hampshire is going to be hot. Yeah, it's same thing here. It's going to be that way all week long. I hate that because it's actually been nice, pretty nice around here leading up to this next week that we're going into. I wish it would have just held out for another week and we'd have had some nice weather to prep and get ready for this. But looks like we're going to gut it out and sweat it out and do what we do. But Like I said, it'll all be worth it if everything holds up and we get our show in and everything goes off like it should. Michael said, dude, today was 104 heat index and now I see rain to Saturday. They took the rain out on my app today for Saturday, and before it's always been just kind of a small chance, and we're still far enough away too that. And now I see that they put some rain chance back in. Um, Looking at it quickly though, it looks like the rain chance is done probably about 7 o'clock at night. And leading up to that, it's under a 20% chance all day. So I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. That's not bad. Yeah, Michael says 5 to 10. Phone win is okay. Any more, no good. Yeah. So, like, literally where we shoot here at our house, um, the wind normally we've had one year that the wind was completely backwards. The wind went completely against the grain with how weather one runs through my house, and it went in reverse, and it blew all the smoke into everybody's face, and it just kind of ruined the show in my opinion. But yeah, a little bit of wind. We want a little bit of wind, and typically the wind will carry the smoke away from my crowd and away from where the new fireworks and where everything's keeping going off. So as long as we have the normal wind direction that we always have here at my house, that'll work good. I need a little bit of wind. I don't need a lot. Like you said, we can do a few miles an hour, keep it under double digits. I don't want anything up in the double digits for wind mile an hour. But yeah, Ryan's talking. It's been gorgeous, 80s and no humidity yet. Exactly. Oof. I wish that was the case here now in the week going into here that we're fixing to look at. But CD, welcome in, brother. Ryan's, you got 40%. Is that 40% chance of rain on Saturday? Is that what you're talking about? 40% chance of rain? Yeah, Michael. So that's kind of how my property lays. That's kind of how it's set. You said you've seen south winds and winds that could blow right at the crowd southwest, 5 to 10 mile an hour. So that's not good for me um, because I need a wind that blows some sort of easterly direction, like it normally always does here at our house. It always blows that way. It seems to always work out good because my crowd sits opposite of that, so it's blowing the smoke away from them and away from the fireworks. So that is actually perfect for us. I just need it to be normal wind like it normally is. Tonight I stepped outside and was kind of trying to gauge the wind a little bit earlier, and it was really windy here tonight as it got dark. And I'm like, that's weird because I don't think we have any rain blowing in. We don't have any storms blowing in. No weather to speak of. And normally here, where I live at dark, it just gets really calm, and you're just hoping for that just little bit of breeze. But it was not calm tonight at dark. It was windy. I was talking to my wife. She was taking the dogs out, and I was like, it's like this wind. We can't have this wind on Saturday, not at this time of night. Goose Powered says enough wind to clear smoke, not blow off track. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we hope for, right? We always hope for just a breeze, just to blow your smoke away, clear the smoke, so everything going up fresh has got a clean sky to go off in. Yeah, that's exactly what we hope for, and that's what I'm praying for. But yeah, Ryan says rain. Yep, at night at 8 o'clock. Damn. 8 o'clock would technically be okay as long as we keep all of our stuff covered up. We're not shooting ours till probably 9:30 or so. So I could deal with a chance of rain up until 8, and we can prepare for that. Um, just can't deal with it at 9:30 or after. That would be a disaster for us. Mike says I'm seeing scattered showers for the morning and partly cloudy the rest of the day. And that's kind of what it looked. I didn't look at it in depth. It just kind of showed the chance of rain all day was really low here, probably about 18%. And then when you get to about 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, it dropped off to nothing. So there was no chance late. But again, we're on what, Sunday night? We got 6 days to go. That we all know that forecast can change any day this week. So we're just going to monitor it and keep an eye out and see what we need to do to accommodate it. Michael says super windy here too today. Yeah, it was pretty windy here today as well. Some points in the day it wasn't too bad, but this evening it was actually abnormally windy for not having any weather in the area, so to speak. Kylie, that's the first I've seen of you. Welcome in. Kylie says Utah is under a fireworks ban due to wildfire. I saw that. I saw that in the last day or so that they are. That sucks. But hopefully we get a big rainstorm. Yeah, I hope you guys do too. Um, because I can't imagine how, like, that would really suck. Like, you spend, like, literally the time, effort, and all the money to put these shows together. We work, I don't know how long you guys, we work all year long. Like, come Sunday, it's next season. We're working toward next year. So, like, I mean, we literally work in some fashion all year long toward this show. And then to have, a week before your show, a burn ban come up, that would just be completely disheartening to me. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? I mean, outside of moving your show, and if it's the whole state that's under a burn ban, where are you going to go? How are you going to move all this stuff to a different state, right? I mean, that would suck. Mike says, I'm hoping it will change Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with what the weather's showing right now. I'm more concerned with what the Saturday outlook looks like long about Thursday. Thursday they'll be able to have a better idea. So if it looks good on Thursday, I'll be having a higher level of confidence on what to expect on Saturday. Gooseberry Pyro says I'm showing 40% chance of storms from 5 to 11, but light at least. That would suck. Yeah, it would. Um, you just got to kind of play this stuff by ear. Ryan says exactly. Come on, Mother Nature. Oh, you know it. Master, welcome in. Posted my stash. It's under Accommodator Pyro Fireworks Master Stash for the 250th. Just a quick one. Sorry, it's not the best quality. We'll check that out here in a little bit, Master. Master, you can't stress the weather this early. You really can't. You just can't stress it this early because so much can change between now and the weekend. I'm not even stressing about it. Like I said, I show a small chance of rain like 3 4 days this week leading up into the weekend and on Saturday, but I'm not worried about it right now. I'm just not. Irish Pyro, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Hope you had a good weekend. Ryan says, best of luck, everyone, and myself. I'll know exactly what to expect when it comes Thursday. Yeah, that's why I said I'm just waiting until later in the week. We'll see what the weather looks like then, and at that point we'll just make plans. We'll adjust to the weather. If we got to make sure everything's covered and tarped and bagged and whatever, we'll do it. We just got to get it out. Our plan is we want to get all of our stuff out early on Saturday morning. In years past, we're always stressed because we wait until the last minute to put everything out. And we don't want to do that this year. We want to be able to enjoy some of the days. So we're going to put our stuff out, and if there's a chance of rain, we'll make sure that when we put it out, it's all bagged and covered, and everything's good as far as even if there is a chance of rain, we'll be good. But then we want to be able to enjoy Saturday too and not be just so going balls to the wall from sun up to sundown trying to get this thing off. We want to be able to get it all out there, get it set up, test continuity, make sure that everything's good, and then know that we've got the whole day to just relax, and we'll do a last minute check when it's time to fire and go from there. But that's ideally what we're hoping and how it works. I know it doesn't always go off the way we think, but yeah. Let's see here. Master says, I'm worried about the smoke. We always kind of worry about that. I do too. We were just talking about that before you jumped in here and about the wind and what direction it's going to blow and you know how that affects the show. So yeah, that's a concern too that everybody I believe has. CD says I've been lighting a crap ton of fountains, trying everything in my power to save my aerials for the 4th. Yeah, well you probably saw we just put up a couple demos today that I fired last night. I put up a couple of master big cakes in the air last night to do demos on. There weren't really any demos on them, so I did them, and we had extra of them. So I was really impressed with that Falls from Heaven. I don't know if any of you in here watched that demo that we put up. That was the Master Falls from Heaven, but those salutes in that thing, they hit hard. They hit hard. Not kidding. I even got a text message from one of my neighbors this morning who's coming to our show, and she's like, hey, just wanted to let you know we're coming. She's like, by chance, were you testing some fireworks last night? I said, yes, I did. I said I tested 2 different cakes that we have in our show, but she was texting me this morning asking me about it. Michael Watts says, dude, that's my plan, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. setup and hope to be good. Yep, that's the same thing we're doing. We want to be done in the morning, get it all out there, get it set up, and then hopefully be able to relax. Yep. Ryan says, exactly, same thing. Probably doing, yep, same thing. That's what we're going to shoot for. And we've never actually shot for that. We always wanted to keep our stuff inside, keep it safe, and take it out kind of at the last minute. But we just always seemed stressed throughout the whole day. And like, let's get it out there. Let's get it done. Let's test continuity, check everything, double check everything, triple check everything. And then let's be able to relax some of the 4th because it's going to be stressful enough for sure. Michael says fire demos. Yeah. So as you probably saw, my son changed around. Like I've been doing the demos and lighting the stuff off for the majority. He's come down a couple weekends and been a part of some of them that we've lit off, but he lives in St. Louis and I'm an hour and 20 minutes away, so he can't come down here every weekend. So a lot of times I'll put up some demos, record them, send him the videos, and as you saw, he changed kind of the format and how we're doing the demos. I really like how he's done it. He put up a different look on it and put up a timer on it. We really look at timers and times that things last for our shows because we need to know that. And so he just kind of added that into our demos now. So really cool. I really like how they turned out and went up today. We'll have the shorts going up of both of those tomorrow as well too. So the shorts will be a little different, a little closer, filmed from my phone instead of the GoPro. But sorry about that. I think I lost my mic there for a second. It looks like it's back to working. Master says I thought DJ was done buying. DJ's never done buying. He is never done buying. Ryan says can't wait to light Vader. Vader is very nice. Very nice cake. Irish is gluing down 200-gram cakes as we speak. Yeah, have fun with that. We got all of our stuff to secure down this week, and we probably won't get started on that until maybe Tuesday evening if my son decides to come down on Tuesday. He's either coming down Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning, so we'll see. But I also have to work this week, so I've got a lot of work that I have to get done and stuff like that as well. So we're just going to do what we can and try to get done as quickly as we can and be prepared. Iris says, can't wait to light liberty and justice. There you go. That's a nice one for sure. Yep. I actually, I think DJ ended up getting his liberty and justice from one of my guys that I get some of my product from. He ended up having it on hand, so DJ picked his up from him. Yeah, Michael says some videos have dead time of fuse burning, and we wait and wait. Time is running. Yeah, but I think he timed that timer pretty well on these two that he put up today. Like literally, it's cut, and at first fire, your time starts because that's what we always look at when we're timing the duration of a cake or how long something lasts. We time it from first fire to last burst. So we don't necessarily time it any differently than that. It's just from the time the first shot fires to the time the last break bursts. That's our time. So that's the time frame that we want to know for fitting it into our show is how long is that time. We haven't even actually really figured out. We were kind of trying to talk about it earlier to see if things progress well enough and we get our stuff prepped and ready in time. Um, we haven't really decided firmly. We may all hop in the truck and go drive up and watch DJ's show on Friday night as well. So be interesting. We'll see. We'll see if we can get done in time and if we're comfortable enough knowing that we can burn up there for a few hours and watch DJ's show. We may do that on Friday night. We haven't decided yet. Malcolm Speed says Liberty and Justice is crazy. Only salute cake with an X shape. So yeah, there's so many different things out there. Liberty and Justice is good. Um, I'm curious to see where he's going to put that in his show. Like I said, I hope hopefully we can make it up there and watch his show. We'll just have to see. Who was it that was telling me they had their stash video? Was that Master? Master, were you saying you just did a stash video, but it's under somebody else's page? Is that right? Iris says, bro, Rocketeer is nasty. I don't know that I've watched it. I may have. Um, we may take a look at that here too. You still in here, Master? If you're still in here, I thought he said he did a stash video, but it was under somebody else's name. Accommodator Pyro. Um, me. Do you mean it's under your page? Okay, so Master Stash Review is under your page. Oh, you are. Okay. You can't keep confusing me, bro. Like you got to keep the same name. Accommodator Pyro. I don't even know that I've got you. We'll search it and find it though. Let's take a look. Making sure I spell it right here. Why am I not finding it? I'm trying to find it here. Accommodator. Pyro. Is that spelled right? There we are. Dude, did you just make this channel? You got 2 subscribers. Did you just make it? You did, and you just posted it 3 hours ago? Is that right? All right, let's check this out. This is his stash. Malcolm Speed says, I'm starting 2027 shopping end of July. Malcolm, I believe we start 2027 shopping on Sunday, July 5th. All right, so we got Master 7 confusing us here tonight. This is actually Master 7's stash, but it looks like he made a different page or has another page under Accommodator Pyro, and that's where he posted his stash update. So this is what he's working with for this year. Oops, see some girandolas. That's one thing we do not have in our show is girandolas, but I feel like they're really hard to figure out in time for a pyro musical like we do. Shells and shells and shells. Ryan says Monkey Mania is great. I don't know that we've shot Monkey Mania. Malcolm says that would be brutal on my pockets. It's brutal on my pockets. Trust me. All the deals at Phantom. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, because we know those deals at Phantom are out of this world. Ryan says there's a sub-brand of raccoon. I love girandolas. I have strobe rockets for my show. They're 100% fire. Try them, Triple G. Sub-brand of raccoon. I'm not afraid to shoot fireworks off. At all. My biggest fear was people hearing my breathing. Who cares? Who gives a shit if they hear you breathing? If it's that big of a deal, you can just edit the video and put music over it like it appears that you did anyway. Uh-oh. And you got a 45, 47? I don't have that, and I actually tried to get it, but nobody around me that was convenient to get it from I could get. I wish I had 45, 47. I don't have it. Got the X. He's got the Pac-Man. I can't believe more people don't have Pac-Man. Pac-Man is such a great cake, in my opinion. Probably is a little bit longer lasting than what we typically use, but I think it's just a great cake. Pac-Man is awesome. Got his pro line stuff. City of Dreams. Taz Attack's a good one. We've got Alter Ego, I believe, in our show. Maybe not. I can't remember. I've got a couple Alter Ego. Master Beauty and the Beast. We've got that too. Great one. If it doesn't fuse jump. Hopefully. Malcolm says D&M has it, I believe. Irish says, Triple G, were you on the live with Fuse last night? Or was it a different Triple G? No, that was us. So what you're probably seeing, Irish, and I saw this earlier. So we actually have also two different YouTube pages. I saw you subscribe to our other one, which is actually the one that I created a longer time ago. But we use the one that we're streaming under right now, which is the one that my son created so that he could kind of handle everything. So the one that we're streaming under right now, that's the one that we use now. The other one, we really stopped using it altogether. So yeah, same thing. And yes, I was on Fuse Live last night and was kind of helping him admin and get rid of a lot of his people he had trying to be stupid on his stream. But yeah, that was me. Dude, you've got a ton of pro line stuff. So you went with the sky painting. We did not go with the sky painting for our smoke cake, only because I forget, but I think it was like a Dominator or something that had the same smoke cake. Like if you watched videos of them, they were so exactly similar you couldn't tell the difference. And the other one was $30 or $40 cheaper than the raccoon version. So we went with the other. Yeah, Irish, he had a ton of trolls last night, which amazes me because he's only got like 100 and some or under 200 subs, which I'm not dogging on him for that. He doesn't get on. He doesn't do a whole lot. He just kind of gets on when he can and has fun. And I like the guy. He seems to be a great guy. I'd love to meet him in person, but I can't believe for having such a small channel how many people he had just absolutely trolling him late last night. It was crazy. I felt bad for him. Like they were just trying to crash his stream. True Pyro says, I'll be switching between your show and DJ if he goes live. Are you talking about this weekend? Is that what you're talking about? Because as far as I know, unless something has changed, um, DJ and I probably will not be live at the same time at all this weekend. DJ's show is on Friday. He's doing his show on Friday. And if we can get all of our stuff done, prepped, and ready, then we're probably going to go up and watch his show. But I will not go live on his show. I believe he's probably intending on going live on Friday for his own show. I'm not going to intrude on him there. I may record it, but I'm not going to go live and you know go there with that. Um, what's up, Luke? Backyard fireworks tuning in this week should be a ton of fun. Well, you're gonna be stuck working most of the week inside in the AC while I am outside in the container pulling stuff, unboxing, getting things ready. So uh, the level of fun will be a little different, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. I'm not looking forward to the heat and humidity that I got to do all this work in, but I would rather at this point have backyard fireworks job and be able to work in the AC for a majority of the week anyway. But yeah, and so I was saying we're if we can get everything done, we are going to try to maybe go watch DJ's show on Friday night. And then, unless something has changed, I believe DJ's plan was he's going to come down here on Saturday the 4th and watch our show here as well. So, yeah, accommodator. That was a hell of a stash. You probably got as much or more pro line stuff, well, cake wise, than we're probably going to have in our show. Now we have a absolute ton of single shots and slices because those are what you can really hit beats to music with, right? Is your single shots because you can time those precisely to exact beats in music. Same thing with slices. You can time those because they're just a strip row is all it is. So, um, but yeah, you've got a ton of 1/4 stuff. Nice stash for sure. All right, so I just got 4.3 million views last week in only 4 years. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. That's awesome. Lightning McQueen tuning in from my upstairs. I don't know about legends, but we do our best. Ryan says, and I had fire 1 out of 4 years. I love this passion. Yeah, so we're creeping up. We Irish Pyro says, are you in Missouri as well, Triple G? Yes, we're in Missouri. Um, so we shoot our show at my house, and I live in central Missouri. So like You know, if you're in Missouri, if you look at the state of Missouri and you drop your finger right in the center of the state, that's where I'm at. Um, my son is also in Missouri, but he's up uh, in the St. Louis area, so we're not too far apart. But yeah, we're both located in Missouri. Fins Up Pyro says waiting on buzzed 288 shot video. Bought it. The wrap on it got me. See, like DJ was talking about that earlier, and when he went live earlier, I can't buy a cake based on a wrap. I get it. There's a lot of people that can and do, and wraps sell, especially in like the consumer end of things. But I can't. I can't buy something because of the wrap. Because, and again, this is no stab on you. There's different people do things different ways, and buy things for different reasons. But I can't buy something not knowing how it performs. And I would rather have that cake perform well and do something that I want it to do rather than buy it for a wrap that's on it. Because quite honestly, I could care less about the wrap. I don't care. You can wrap it in a paper towel, and if it performs well, I want it. That's what matters to me. Malcolm says looks good. A wrap. Yep. Haven't seen a demo. Yeah. Oh, so I guess there's no demo out for that one then, huh? Ira says just want to be in a plane flying over Missouri on the 4th. Damn. You guys got all the heavy hitters. Well, we spend all year trying to get what we can get, right? Ryan says, wish I was down Missouri. Great prices. Live in New Hampshire, but damn prices. Sorting guys got it 100% fire. We got great stores up here. Bingo. A lot of people have been posting here lately, obviously, right? We're leading up to this, coming into all the good times here. Um, see if we can find something to watch because I need to go to the bathroom. Let's watch this. 412 Pyro, he's in here every once in a while. I don't see him tonight. Looks like he's got a huge stash update that he posted yesterday. I don't believe we've watched it yet.
All right, guys, 412 Pyro back.
I'm going to turn him on for just a moment. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back, guys.
This year, I really wanted to go big and didn't want to do a ton of fusing, so you'll see what I did. You'll see what I got. But let's get started. We had to get some of the kids stuff. You got all day long. You don't want to be blowing up all your big stuff all day long. But went and got a case of these Fiesta adult snaps, Liberty Bell brand. Haven't even tried them out yet, honestly, but I'm sure they're just like all the other adult snaps. Kids will have fun with them. Got a case of these Glimmer and Glow. They're the obviously like the sparklers with the glow sticks on the other end, so you crack them. The sparklers down here, glow stick down here. Kids will have a blast with those. Got a whole case of those. A case of these like little fountains with the stakes. They're actually pretty decent, especially for the price. Could toss these in the yard, light them, last 30 seconds or so. But 4 different effects with those. Got a case of these fountains. I thought this was actually pretty cool for a fountain. It's like a double effect fountain. It's called Storm Center. It's a Jeton Fireworks. I guess it's like a Bulldog brand. But 200 gram pro. But yeah, it has this little spinner and the fountain, and it goes at the same time. So I thought it was pretty cool. I don't like a ton of crackle in fountains, like fountains that just have 20 minutes of straight crazy crackle. I feel like it gets annoying after a minute or two. So I thought these were cool. Not a whole ton of crackling, so yeah, I thought that was cool. But got a case of these giant smoke balls. They actually last decent bit. I forget what it was, how long it was, but they you know, a lot better than the little tiny ones. That's all they had. I was trying to find like some color change ones, but that's all they had. So I grabbed those ones. And then you always got to keep some of these on hand. Whistling Moon Travelers with report. So yep, just something to mess around with. All right, let's get into the big stuff. So first one here, it's gonna be Snakebite 2.0. Sick wrap. I believe it's all 1.2 inch. That's what it looks like. And there is a fan down here towards the end. I think these last couple rows are a fan down here. And for me, I always like the mixed effect cakes, kind of show in a box cakes. So that's what I always go for.
All right, I'm back, fellas.
You know, I like, especially.
Oh, he's got Snakebite.
A million different 200
I'm
gram cakes
pretty sure that DJ was looking for a Snakebite because he messaged me about it,
you know, bigger cakes
this
like
last
this
week.
and big bores and stuff. So,
and I couldn't find anybody around here that had one.
But still, you know, we'll throw in some slices and some other cakes and stuff too. But yeah, so got 2 of those.
Let's catch up a little on chat here.
Snag this guy up.
And Pyros says, can't wait to see videos of everyone's displays. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to maybe doing some lives after the 4th, where we just search through a bunch of Pyros shows and actually watch their shows. I love watching other people's shows. I love it.
It's crazy, but it's hard to really get back to show you guys the size difference. But such a good cake right here. Really looking forward to that one.
Fins Up Pyro says that's the only cake you did for the wrap. The rest I know.
Next one
yeah,
up,
and like I said, I wasn't dogging on you for that at all.
2-inch.
I can't buy a cake. Like, the wraps don't mean anything to me. What it does means everything to me.
But that's what I'll be working on this weekend.
Michael says if you had that chance though,
it's a cool little wrap.
head in the KCI. You'll fly right over my house as you land. You see my show.
1, 2.
Yeah, I remember Michael telling me he lives right close to
Next up,
the KCI airport.
you got this guy. I don't know. I don't really see a whole ton of these guys
Michael
around.
says, damn, it's already 10. Got to be up at 4 a.m.
Turns angry.
Well,
66
depending on what you got to do, yeah.
Color. 2-inch. Banger.
I did not get any of this cake. These Tiger Turns Angry
really,
or Tiger
really
Rules.
Heavy, but the effects on it are nice.
I did not pick up any of those. I had
effect.
all the opportunity to over the last
again,
year, and
really
I passed on
kinda
them every
going
time.
for this year, but got 2 of them. Next up. Oh, didn't open this one. Hang on, guys. Hang on.
I see he's got a Death Row and an Alter Ego. We got a couple of those. Witch
I
Doctor.
got the new and improved Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor 2.0, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, got the 2026 version. Got 2 of them. Again, another.
Backwoods says,
another
are you against lighting fireworks still? They're illegal?
Sorry, I thought
They're
I
not
had,
illegal where
I
I'm
thought I
at,
had
bro.
them all opened up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guess I missed one.
Are they illegal where you're at? Because they're not illegal where I'm at.
Compound cake.
Why would I be against lighting fireworks if I'm
Which is
on a
cool,
pyro
'cause,
channel
I mean,
here?
If you're, into saving
Wouldn't that mean
wraps
I'd be
and
all
stuff,
for
you can
lighting
just save the
fireworks?
box and shoot the cakes, take the cakes out. But yeah, nice cake.
Compound
Another
cake?
mixed effect cake. Got not 1, but 2. All right, next up we got the Yessa.
I have not seen this cake. I don't believe I've not even watched a demo on
I
it.
believe this was a 200 shotter. I was looking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 200 shot. Maybe not, because I see
Mixed bore.
The 2 mixed bores. So the 2 different sizes. So it might be. Look, it almost looks
Anybody
like
seen that
every other
Yessa
row.
cake? I've never seen it.
I didn't
I've
even
not
realize
watched it.
that. So that should be sick. The state of Hawaii, 1959.
I might have to go find
that's
it
dope.
at some
That's
point
cool.
and watch it.
That gotta be cool for all the Hawaiians out there representing. I just got one of those. Try to get a little bit more variety. All right, let's do this guy up next. We got the big ass
Laffy
heavy-ass
Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
I know somebody in my house that would like to have that lit.
Should just keep this on me, I guess, for whatever I forgot to open.
And Pyro never heard of that one? I have not seen that cake either.
Yes.
Same here.
So, same thing as the Witch Doctor. It's compound cake, but trying to get the
Looks
lighting
like
a little
decent
better,
bores
guys.
on that
Trying to
one.
get you some brighter lighting. But yeah, I guess these are two 100 shot cakes. So, and it's has the
I'm gonna have to look that one up too. There's a couple cakes he's shown here just recently. I've never watched.
it was.
I've seen that
angled
Laffy Taffy cake in other people's
well. It
stashes
doesn't
and
look like it,
videos, but I've never watched a demo of it.
I don't know. I guess we'll see whenever it goes. But yeah, this is a slower, a lot of red in this cake, so I thought that was cool. Nice cake. If you guys haven't seen any demos, check it out. Then we got 2 of these big Mama Jammas. They're 2 different ones, but we got the Death Row. This
We have a
thing
couple
is
of Death
so
Row. I don't know that
massive,
we've ever
man.
found a way to fit them into our show because they're so
365
long. They last a pretty long
shots.
duration.
Sorry, the light was going a little weird on me. 365 shots, guys. Death Row. Banger of a cake. It's my first time I've seen it in person. Mixed effects, fan, this got everything you need. Such a nice cake. All right. Then underneath it's real.
What's everybody's
right now, guys, so
favorite cake
I was trying
that you're
my
looking
best
forward to in your show?
move this.
What's that one big cake
But
that
I know we
you
all have seen the wrap. but
are looking so
we got the
forward
Death
to
Row on
in your
top,
show
and then
this
we got
year?
the Alter Ego
Curious to see what
underneath.
everybody has to say.
I like a lot of the South Park cakes. I got this.
What your choices are.
500 gram assortment, in my other stash. So picked up this big Mama Jam right here. So they're real close to the same size. Death Row might be just a touch bigger, but yeah, both of them bangers. Oh, There's another one not open.
Alter Ego underneath that death row is a
I
great
haven't
cake.
seen a ton of these
I love that
in
Alter Ego
anyone's
cake.
stashes, so I was surprised. But I know it's last year's cake. But yeah, we got the
Snoopy.
Snoop Dogg, 170 shots. I think this is gonna go.
What's up, King? Welcome in.
What the heck that was? But I think it's gonna go up for the finale. Sick cake here. Snoop Dogg, 170 shots. Check out the demo. All right, next up, we got the F your plug.
He says, F your plug.
Looking like a pimp. 276 shots. Banger of a cake. It's not huge, but really nice effects on this, guys. Feels like quality, so I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. All right, move this guy real quick. All right, got
Pyro
Pyros
says,
jumpers.
looking forward to
These,
Smoke and Master Neon Colors and
I
Booms.
think- hold on.
And also Beauty and the Beast. Yep.
I know we
Those
all
are
seen
nice.
them,
Those
but
are nice. We've got both. I don't know that we're using our Neon Colors and Booms because we've got a
for the
couple other
money
smoke cakes that we
and-
decided
and
to
how
use.
much them
But we do
knives
have
stuff
Beauty and the
are
Beast
right
in our
now.
show as well.
I think I'll wait.
Looking
till
forward to that one
next
also.
year, you know, and get some of them. Wait till them 10-inch
Malcolm
shells
Speed
come out and
says
then grab some of
DFC
the
has
9-inchers,
Snakebite
but
2.0.
Got a case of the
Yeah, I don't know
Jokers.
whether
These are
I didn't ask him
the
about
neon
that.
effects on these
I just
with
asked
the
close
tails
around
and
here because I knew
everything.
DJ was
They're
trying to hunt
just
one
really,
down.
really sick shells, really high quality. So, got a case of those. I got a case of the Thrillers.
King says just left the superstore
You
for
know,
the first time.
classics.
Place is wild.
Same thing.
Did you just leave there today?
Great colors on them.
Because
Great
DJ said
effects.
he was there today as well,
the
and
unicorn.
he said it was
So,
nuts.
Case
He
of
said
them.
it was packed in there. I try to stay away from that place unless it's wintertime or whatever, and I can just
Next up.
go and be the only one in the store and not worry about it.
I know this isn't open either.
Pops on the
Alright,
block, Bob
next
Ross,
up.
my first night smoke
We
cake.
got a case
Good for you.
of
I
50s and
I couldn't
100s.
justify spending the money on it because it
Banger of a
was
cake,
so much
really, really nice
absurdly
cake here.
overpriced
30 shots.
where I could find to get it
Nice
from.
effects here.
And
Really
I could
looking
get
forward to
get
shooting some
more
of
than
these
two
guys.
other great Pro Line nighttime smoke
And
cakes
then, of
for even
course,
less than that one. Even though
we
I
got
like
the
that Bob Ross
cousin,
better than any of them. I just
the
couldn't
bigger
justify
brother, whatever you
spending
wanna
that
call
extra
it.
money on it because
100
it was.
proof Venom,
I couldn't find a place to get it that
66
was even
shots,
close to reasonable around here.
fanned. There's fanned and straight rows in here, guys.
King
Sick,
says I
sick
missed him
cakes,
by
sick
like an
colors.
hour.
You know, check it out. If
I
you
was
haven't
relatively
seen it, pick
dead
'em
when
up.
you pulled up.
If you're
Really?
if you can.
Because he said it was packed when he was there.
All right. Next
He said he had to
up.
park over in the gravel when you pull in.
Dying, man. It's hot. All right, we got this beast of a cake. Haven't seen a ton of these around, some, but we got the Wonderland. 221 shots. Another banger. Solid cake. Looks like 1.2 inch all the way through. So it'll be some
Malcolm
nice
says
big
Rooster
breaks
Rules
up in the
needs to
sky.
come back.
Looking forward to that.
You know what? A lot of these things come back
Sick
and we don't
art.
even know it because they're rewrapped and we don't even put
Alright.
2 and 2 together a lot of times.
Next
It
on the
probably is
list,
back.
we
It might
got-
be
don't mind the
under
mess,
another
guys,
name
but
and you've
we
not
got
watched
Blue
the video or
Dream.
seen it yet or whatever.
So
Many
yeah,
times that happens.
Man, I really should have taken this out of the cage. Sorry, guys. I'll post some pictures of this whenever I get this out the cage. But check this out. Sick. This is a 2-1.
King says I had to park
Yeah,
in the
check
gravel,
this out,
but
guys. Check out the
big
demos.
semi, maybe 20
like I
cars,
said,
give or
I'll
take.
Post,
Gotcha.
Post some more on this whenever I get this open.
did you end up picking
I wasn't
anything
even
up
thinking.
there at the Superstore, King?
All right, next up.
Did you get anything, or were we just kind of snooping around looking?
I really, really like this cake. I like the mixed spores on it. But we got the duality.
Uh-oh. Don't look,
with
DJ.
The Batman and the Joker.
Don't look, DJ. You won't like that.
That's sick. Such a sick cake. That's some big old shots. And then you can feel some of the smaller bores in it. I think it's 62 shots, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we got the duality. Alright, we got a couple more things, guys. So next up we got the pop off.
Pop off is one
nice
that I do not have.
I believe
I've seen the videos of it. I just passed on it. I have too many already.
2.5, maybe 2.75 inch bore. It's definitely not a 3. But regardless, really, really nice cake. Really, really nice color breaks. So for the right price, had to grab not only one, not two.
Holy crap!
3 of them.
He got 3 pop-offs.
Really looking forward to these.
Wow.
Really, really nice colors. So check them out if you guys haven't already. All right, and this is my last full case. But
King says a 2-1 Black
Big
Scorpion
John,
Tourbillon 2 Salute was the only pro
there-
I grabbed,
There's one Big John. And
but
then
dropped about
3 Big
600
Johnnies,
total.
which It's the same cake, just different wrap. But these are
What Great
sick.
Grizzly cakes did you
I
grab,
feel like
King?
People were sleeping on these. 16 shot, 2-inch bore. Really, really nice. It's like a willow with
that,
like a pistol.
Pyro musical finale
like
that
a
we
colored
did
pistol
for
kind of
NCI,
effect.
which
But check it
NCI
out.
is basically Great
Nice
Grizzly.
cake right here.
Yeah,
we
we were at their warehouse when we shot that, and
right,
yeah, they've
then
got
we
Great
one of
Grizzly's got
these
some
lava
nice
cones.
consumer stuff.
I wanted some fountains to do with the kids, some bigger fountains and stuff to do with the kids and
I
the
believe
wife
we
and
even
stuff,
demoed their
so,
smoke cake. Did they even have
some
that
stuff I
smoke
could
cake
do on
in
the
stock
4th
up
that
there,
wasn't too
or did you see it
crazy.
by Great
We
Grizzly?
got one of the lava
That nighttime
cones.
smoke cake.
Then we got a Showtime and a fluorescent. Excuse me. Both of these are 3-minute long fountains.
King says
I
Brigade Crown
honestly
Waterfall,
haven't even
500
looked
gram
up
and
the
200
demo
gram,
on
2
them,
each.
but
Gotcha.
everything
Nice.
I heard such good things about them, so I figured I couldn't go wrong. These are the heaviest fountain.
Malcolm Speed
I've
says
ever
Vader,
picked
baby.
up.
Yeah, I just talked about
Hands
that
down.
earlier.
Like, no
I was talking
question.
about Vader earlier.
So,
Vader is
had to
a
grab
great
one
cake.
each of those.
Another guy, I forget who
And
it was
then
in here saying
last on
he
the
can't wait
list,
to light it in his show
I
this year too.
grabbed half a case of these Patriot Rockets, red, white, and blue. Really, really nice color breaks. Check them out. Red, white, and blue glitter effect. Really nice color breaks. Yeah, nice.
King says also
But,
got 2
yeah,
hammer and
I think
anvil
that's it,
hectics.
guys. I gotta get
They
to
did still have the smoke cakes in
poking
stock.
cakes
Wow, that's
and
impressive.
getting all
I
this
thought they
ready.
might run out of
I
those
gotta
unless
make
maybe
room.
NCI has kept them in
I
stock
got
and
all kind of things
kept
to
shipping
do,
them.
So I had to get this done so I can get moving on everything else, guys. But you see how tight it is in here right now. I gotta get some stuff going and get some stuff moved around. So, but just wanted to jump on here and get this out to you guys. So, everyone stay safe. Have a good 4th. Be safe. Peace.
So King, looks like my son is saying that he actually had those Brocade Crown waterfalls in that pyromusical demo that we did for them, or that pyromusical finale that we did for them at their demo. They keep reordering them according to Nick. Yeah, well, all those are coming from NCI, where we did that finale for them this year at their demo. That's where they get that product from, is from NCI in Indiana, Muncie, Indiana, exactly. I wanted to check this out a while ago. So this is something that we had, and he just must have posted this one pretty recently too. I think today. This is Backyard Fireworks. He's pretty local to me. He's about 20 minutes up the road. But he lit X, and then there was this thing we were talking. He talked about it with me, and so he lit the main fuse, right? He showed me on his video on his phone. He lit the main fuse, but it went off in reverse. I think we talked about this the other night too. But I guess all of the new X cakes this year fire in reverse of the way that they fired last year. But this is his little short of him lighting this off. He did this actually a couple weeks ago, but he just got the short up today.
This is the most insane firework of all time. This is X 221 shot. It goes higher than any other firework I've ever lit off. This is the most insane firework of all time. This is X 221.
Quick, quick, quick. But man, that X cake's awesome. I'm excited to see it in our show this year. Yep, 1-1, but the budget wasn't there this time. King says you're talking about that smoke cake, right? I assume. What was that cake that we were talking about a while ago? I want to go see if I can find a video of it. Or wait, there was no video of it, somebody said, right? Because I think Fins Up Pyro bought it for the wrap, but I don't think that there was a video of it up yet, right? Is that what he was saying? Buzzed. Buzzed. I think that was it. Am I right? Let's see if we can find anything. That's not going to be it. Nope. Nope. Doesn't appear to be anything up on it. That's interesting. I'd like to see that one. King says, yeah, I have a Miracle Pro version, so decided against the consumer. Yeah, if you already have a smoke cake, like I don't know that in a show you need multiple smoke cakes, right? I don't know that you do. I think we have multiple smoke cakes in our show, but I think that my son decided to add one in after I picked it up because we just got it here actually like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Um, and so most all of the nighttime smoke cakes are that we have, and especially the one that we have in our show, are all those nighttime. They're all pretty similar, right? They're all pretty similar. Even the consumer ones versus the pro line, they're all pretty similar. Seems like the pro line ones are a little bit more profound and, in my opinion, a little bit better. Not to say anything dogging the consumer ones, because, like I said, that Great Grizzly one that Superstore has and that NCI sells that we demoed, they're great. They're a great little consumer cake. Nothing wrong with them at all. I just think the pro line ones hit a little bit harder and have a little bit better effect. But so anyway, yeah, we ordered. I think what the reason was we ordered that that instant American flag pro line cake that goes up and it instantly puts up like a mural of the American flag. When we ordered that, we knew we wanted it, but we're having to have it shipped all the way from the Pacific Northwest. And to make it worth our while, we had to find some other things that they sell that we might want or might use, whatever, or just hold on to for another year, right? And one of the things that we picked up a couple of that they sold at Pyroland was a nighttime red, white, and blue Proline smoke cake. So I grabbed a couple of those just to make, because we're paying for shipping anyway, and you could get up to so many pounds under that same shipping amount. So we just tried to make it worth our while and spread that shipping out to make it a little bit more worth it. But yeah, I believe that he factored in, and I believe he's input that red, white, and blue Proline smoke cake that we were able to get into our show as well. So we do have two different spots in our show where we're doing nighttime smoke, but I don't know that outside of that that it's needed, or that you really need to do that. King says, yeah, one per position at most. Yeah, like we're only doing one. I think we're only doing one at each time that we're doing it. Um, I feel like if they don't fire exactly simultaneously, then they're kind of running over each other, and we don't have a real big shoot area with our positions. I mean, we've got 5 main firing positions, but I feel like your smoke cake, whenever you choose to have it go, is going to be in your center position, right? That's going to be your focal point, is that smoke cake going off. So I don't know that you would want to put a smoke cake like on left and right. Maybe you could get away with it, depending on how much room you have too. We're kind of confined and don't have a whole lot of area. I got us a bunch more room this year to work with, but we're still confined by trees, and we got power lines behind where we shoot. So we're really kind of constricted to one area that we can shoot from. But yeah, if we had more room, maybe I could see doing 2 smoke cakes at the same time. We just don't have probably the room that we need. He says, yeah, one position at most. I did grab a huge white strobe to try to help stretch the effect. We'll see. Yeah, so I believe that, at least watching all of the demos and the videos of the smoke cakes that are out there, I believe that each individual manufacturer or whatever of those smoke cakes did a pretty good job of using their white strobes to light it up so that you can see those colors. I think they did a pretty good job overall in most everyone that I've seen. So I don't even know that we used anything to accentuate that outside of what the cakes that we chose do anyway, if that makes sense. I just don't think that we used a whole lot to accentuate it like you're trying to do. Um, doesn't mean we could have went wrong. Maybe we needed to do that. We'll see. Um, Either way, if it works out as planned and we don't have any big flaws, it'll be good, right? That's what we hope for. You know what I thought about too? I don't know if anybody's done this, but like, is anybody including any big ground salutes in their finale or in their show? We don't have. Um, I did, however, this weekend actually, pick up a box of bozo bombs, and I'm thinking about seeing if my son can factor those in to our finale, like right at the end, and have like maybe 3 bozo bombs going off as ground salutes. I just don't know how we would time them and how the timing would work out on them. Not sure how that would work. If we can get it to work, maybe we will. I know DJ's got a bunch of them that he's got in his show. I just don't know how he's timing those in, or if he's timing them in, and if he's just firing them randomly whenever. I don't know. But if we can get up there to DJ's show and check it out, um, we'll see how that works. Fins Up Pyro says, what's your thoughts on Master 3" by 25? We have 3 of them that we picked up, but we got them a little bit late in the game, so they aren't factored into our show this year. I don't believe that we're using any of them because my son already had everything scripted and all the big stuff in place already. But I did pick up 3 of them. I like them. I think they're a great piece. Great piece. So like if you've got them or can get them or want to put them in your show and are at a position in your planning that you can do that, get them. I've got 3 of them and I'm not giving them away. I'm not going to let them go. They're good. They're a great piece. I like them. King says swap the fuse for quick fuse. Yeah, but so then the problem arises, like right with our Cobra firing system, we don't have any like Talon igniters that we can go to. Like all of our stuff is E-match. So we've not ever messed with those. I'm assuming, but I don't know. I'm assuming you could cut into the top of them and where the fuse goes in, I'm assuming you could put an E-match and it would instantly fire, but I don't know. It would be something that we would have to test this week. And we could do that. We could test it. But I really think like if we like some of those bozo bombs, if we could just even a couple of them, couple 3 or 4 of them, and have them just all 4 go off and pop at the same time at the very end of our finale, because those things hit hard. They hit you right in the chest, and you feel it. And those we can put a little bit closer to the crowd too. We don't have to have them so far away because we've got our crowd a pretty good distance away from where our firing positions are, just because of the the safety distances for bore size and all that. We try to take all that into consideration. But yeah, maybe we'll test that and see if we can put a couple of those in the finale. I don't know. Yeah, extra careful poking flash. Yeah, 100%. I like to think we're extra careful in everything that we do. But yeah, that's the unknowns. We're gonna have to do some research on that stuff. People do use ground salutes. I just don't have any like legitimate ground salutes on hand because they would really need to be like pro line stuff to work into our show right. But I don't have any, so we'll see. Maybe we light off a couple of those bozo bombs, time them, look at how much times from lighting it to when they actually pop, and maybe just plan that. I don't know. I don't know how we'll do it because we can tape an E-match on the fuse and it'll light the fuse. That's not a problem. That would be easy enough to do. These half sticks. Anybody compare those? I'm guessing these half sticks here. Demon Beast put one up 7 hours ago. Looks like about the half sticks. I'm guessing those are pretty comparable to the Bozo Bombs, the Thunder Crowns. Um, Guessing they're basically so. Like what I understand is the Bozo Bombs and the Thunder Crowns are just rewraps of each other. Same thing, different wrap, different box. That's all it is. That's what I understand anyway. what that one is that we've got. I can't remember. King, yeah, half sticks are older. I believe they're probably last year's that were called half sticks because now this year I've seen they've got full sticks is what they're calling them. So yeah, I believe you're correct, 100%. King, what area do you live in again? I forget. I get so many people in here in different parts of the country. What area do you live in again? Haha, so clever they are. Yeah, half sticks 1 year, full sticks the next. What's next year? Double sticks? Who knows? Oh, I got you. Yeah, send it to my email. I just couldn't remember what part of the country you're from. You didn't have to be exact. I'm not trying to get anybody to pinpoint you down. Yeah, so these are half. This is a video he put up
With Walmart's college
today
plans, you can always go with the flow.
on the half sticks.
Okay,
And I've not heard about a comparison between them, but I have heard the Bozo Bombs and the Thunder Crowns are the exact same thing. They're just rewraps of each other.
Yo, what's up, Pyros? Demon Beast Pyrotechnics here. And for the next 5 weeks or so, we're going to be individually demoing crackers. So these have been sitting for probably a year now, so they're definitely dried out.
Yeah, so see, he says his half sticks have been sitting for a year.
So we're going to start with the half sticks, and I like setting them up because you hear the boom better than when they fall over. Because when they fall over, they make like a weird crack sound, like a
Malcolm Sweet says Thunder Crowns.
But you don't really hear the boom.
So from what I'm told, Thunder Crowns and Bozo Bombs are the same thing. They're just rewrapped.
And the echo. So
Voodoo Pyro in the house. What's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh geez, these were one of my favorites when they came out. So yeah, that's what we're gonna start with. So we're gonna take one out. We're gonna demo it later.
Yeah. Crazy. And I'm guessing those half sticks are just exactly comparable to the Bozo Bombs, the Thunder Crowns. They've got to be. Jason, what's up, buddy? You get the tent shut down tonight? Did you have a good sales weekend this weekend, Jason? Sales good this weekend? God, you got to be burning up in that building, though. So freaking hot and humid. Oh, my. You guys want to see? I had asked earlier. Wasn't a whole lot of people in here when I did, but I was asking earlier. Jason says, just opened the second tent today. Had our opening day celebration at the tent in Kabul. Did it go good? Everything go good? Do you have a good turnout? So Jason, did you actually so you've been running your other tent? Is this like the point in the selling process that you're switching and going to Kabul now and going to run that one, and I guess someone else is going to take over the one you've been at the last week? Is that how it's working, or am I wrong? King says, I'll tell you what, I'm not built for this humidity y'all have. No, thank you. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, it is nasty. It's like you walk outside and it's like you're trying to breathe underwater. It is miserable. So you could be where you're at and it could be 110 degrees, but it's not bad. The same thing here could be 95 degrees, but we're at such a high humidity level that it seems unbearable compared to 110 degrees of dry heat. Jay says, yep, my wife runs Salem now and I will be in Kabul. Gotcha. Gotcha. Everything been going good at both of them though so far, Jason? Because I've talked to local guys around here and everybody's sales here are just up like buku over previous years. They're like just selling. When years past, it was just kind of whatever, so. Not terrible, not great, but just so. But they say they're just killing it this year. I'm gathering you're probably doing the same thing, Jason. I would assume. King says I need dry heat. Give Wyoming, give me Arizona, New Mexico. Yeah, I'm same way. So that's what I was kind of referring it to, is because I can go I can go out to Las Vegas, and when I'm in Vegas, it can literally be 105 degrees in Vegas, actual temperature, and it doesn't feel even nearly as hot as 95 degrees here feels with the humidity that we have to bear. It's stupid. Jay said it's been good. I had Pyro work the building today because my wife and I were getting the tent together. Today was the day the fire marshal chose to show. Hey, fire marshal shows up at my businesses all the time unexpected. We know how that goes. Just got to deal with it. Make everything right and move on. And Pyro says got to answer 99 questions. Yep. That's how that works. So I've got I don't know how many of you will know. Odd question. Some I think well, I know maybe one that will know for sure that's in here. How many of you know what my other big time passion is outside of fireworks? Passion, hobby, something that I enjoy and that I do very, very frequently, uh, almost daily. Who can tell me? Anybody know? Anybody know what my passion is? And of course, DJ sneaks in. DJ hanging out there like a little snake in the grass, just ready to pounce. Yeah, DJ and Pyro got it. Yeah, sim racing is my other passion. Yeah, so every night when I'm on here, if I'm on live or whatever, or even if I'm not on live, I'm sitting in my sim rig. I'm either sim racing or I am watching videos on my sim rig because I literally have triple monitors and I have a fourth one up top. So yeah, it's just really convenient because I can have all kinds of different screens placed around and what have you. King knows too. Yeah, sim racing. Voodoo says you got a sim as well. Nice. What do you race? I'm a dirt guy. I race dirt sprint cars. That's what I race. Pretty much it. I'll do some other dirt stuff. I will tinker around with asphalt and like NASCAR. I don't do any road stuff though, unless dirt off road, like Pro 4 trucks. I'll do a little bit of that, but I enjoy those. I just don't like the road racing stuff. I don't like that at all. Maybe because I don't put any time into it. If I did, was a little bit better, maybe that'd be a little different. But DJ's too hyped up. He can't even go to sleep tonight. He was on there just cuckooing like a kid in a candy store over his new pickup. Not gonna lie, DJ, I don't think I could fit it in my show. It's an awesome piece. I could fit it in if I had it beforehand, but I don't know if you're still on here, DJ. But I was saying earlier, like our still goal is to try to get prepped, ready to a point where we're comfortable and can get away. And if we can, our plan is to still come up to your show and watch on Friday as well. King just assumes DJ is on every live at this point. Hey, hey, I don't blame him. Like, right? If he's not sleeping, if he's relaxing, chilling, watching, hang out, watch, and then he'll just kind of stab and throw up in the chat there, and perfectly timed. The ground salutes is at the end times 15. Yeah. So did you heard me talking, DJ? Um, I need to get with you then and ask you how you're doing that and how you went about it um, with your firing system. We've not ever done anything like that, and we would be doing it with Bozo bombs because that's what I have. But I need to get with you and find out how you did it successfully and what your expectation is on how it's timed and how it's going to work because I just don't know. And we want to be able to know that it's going to work properly and how it's going to work so we know how to script it in if we decided to do it. How much stuff do you have at the end of your show, DJ? It's got to be so much. That's why I want to get up there. I got to try to we got to try to get our shit done, get our shit in gear so we can get up there and watch. King, play with the big dogs. We're all playing. We're all playing together. We're all playing together. Pyro says he has everything. Yeah, DJ's got it all this year. He did not hold back at all. Of course, why would he, right? Why would any of us hold back at all? We all go crazy. Let's see if I missed anything here. Not sure why that showed up. So here is I've probably shown this before. I'm going to do it again though. This is probably, of everything we have in our show, the one thing that I've not ever shot, not ever seen in person, that I'm most looking forward to in our show. And we've got two of them that are going to be going off at the same time, one on the far left and one on the far right. But it's the D-Day cake. I am so looking forward to seeing that thing in person, and I'm hoping that it is everything I'm thinking that it's going to be. I really hope it is. But this is the one that I am looking forward to the most out of everything in our show. The other things I kind of know what to expect. We've not really shot, whatever, Big Papa or Hulkster, but I kind of have an idea in my head what to expect. I don't have an idea of what to expect out of D-Day because I've never shot it. But so this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most out of everything that we have. This is it. I'm so looking forward to that, guys. That one cake I am so looking forward to. What do we got here? King says, making my name this year. I'm not going to copy anyone. Dude, we all to some extent copy, right? Like, I mean, there's only so many products and so many cakes, so like everybody has a lot of the same product. It's just how do you put it in your show and shoot it the way you want to shoot it and fire it the way you want to fire it, right? There's no problem in that at all. Empire says, do you guys think 500 to 600 feet is too far away for fireworks? So that's actually a hell of a good question, Empyro. And I'll answer it the way that my brain thinks, right? So I try to make sure that my crowd watching my show is completely at a safe distance, right? And I'm sure you probably already know this. It's not like I'm teaching to you, right? You probably already know all this, but when it comes to safe distances, they teach you in PGI and all these courses, whatever, that your safe distances are, I believe it's 70 feet per 1 inch of bore that you're going to be shooting. So if that's the case, and let's say your biggest thing that you're going to be shooting is the equivalent of a 3-inch shell, be it a NOAB or maybe a 3-inch big bore or whatever, that's a 3-inch bore times 70 feet is 210 feet. I don't like to have my crowd, if I'm shooting a 3-inch bore, I don't want my crowd only 210 feet away. I don't want that to be the marker. I'm going to err on the side of safety, and I want them further back. So I try to go that plus some. So I guess if you're saying, do you think 500 or 600 feet is too far away for fireworks? That would all depend on what is your biggest bore that you're shooting. Because if your biggest bore product that you're shooting is, let's say, 3-inch, it's not that it's too far away, but you could probably get by with moving forward a little bit. So this is just me. This is just my opinion. And I do always try to be on the safe side of things. If I were shooting a show that my biggest bore was a 3-inch bore cake, by standards of safety, you're supposed to have 70 feet times 3 inches, 210 feet. I would probably safely move my crowd back to at least 300 feet, maybe 350, if I had the room, right? So that's just me. It doesn't mean I'm right or I'm wrong. It does mean that I am following the proper distances and at least doing that and adding a little bit extra. Now, if you're shooting 6-8-inch shells, well, that's a different story, right? So if you're shooting 6-8-inch shells, whatever, display shells, then no, you're not too far back at all. So I would say just factor in what your biggest bore is that you're going to be shooting. Factor that in, times that by 70, and I always add some to it. Because if I can't safely get my crowd back far enough, even beyond what is considered safe, then I'm not going to do it. So we actually, as our show has gotten a little bit bigger, we've actually had to move our crowd back further than what we let them sit when we started doing our shows. And I'm just more comfortable doing it that way. And Pyros says, I have an opportunity to shoot at a place where there's a lake, but it is about 550 feet from one side to where the spectators would be. So it would be consumer and then some 1-1s. Voodoo Pyro says, good night, Pyros. Have a good one, brother. Have a good week. And if we don't see you before then, have a great 4th of July and be safe, brother. Yeah, so in Pyro, I don't know. There's a lake. So are you just talking about the fact that the lake, I'm assuming that you're wanting to go on like just the opposite side of the lake where your spectators are going to be. And it's because of the size of the lake, it just ends up being that many feet, right? So if you don't have a way to move your show closer and still yet get your spectators far enough away that you have safe distances, then, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like you're kind of like, I'm kind of stuck too with the layout of my property, although I'm on 10 acres and a total of like almost 30 acres. I'm just kind of screwed by the way the land lays out and how it works, that it's not like I have 30 acres that I can just choose to shoot anywhere from, right? Like we got a lot of trees, a lot of wooded area, different things. So if that's what you're talking about is, it's just you're trying to get your shoot site on the other side of the lake and the lake is just that big, Well, I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, if you can't bring your show on the other side of the lake, closer to your crowd, and still yet get them a safe distance away, then you're doing exactly what you have to do. I wouldn't sweat that at all, right? I mean, let's face it, they're if they're like my people and the people that I invite to my show, they're not paying you anything for your show. They're not doing anything, and they'll appreciate it or they'll appreciate it, right? So yeah, just do your best. And Pyro says I could go alongside the lake and shoot about 200 to 250 feet, but over the water would look nice. Just don't want the breaks too small. Yeah, so I mean, let's face it, if that's your option, right? And you're talking you could go over here and have your crowd 250 feet away. Or you can do it the way that it sounds like you really want to do it and put your shoot site on the opposite side of the lake where they're viewing from across the lake and it's 500 feet. Well, let's face it, an extra 250 feet, it's less than a football field, right? Um, would you watch a show? Or have you ever watched a show? Because I know I have, right? Like I've pulled up on shows and watched people's shows where I just tried to get as close as I could and watch their show, and I was totally happy, right? Like I just pulled up on their show and I stayed way back and whatever, but I wasn't nearly as close as they were, obviously, but I was okay with that. Yeah, I don't sweat it. Like go with what you think is going to be the best, as long as either way you have proper safe distances and maybe a little of added extra. That's what I would personally do. I wouldn't sweat that part of it. Like to me, like I mentioned earlier, like I would always want to move my crowd back a bit further than I'm supposed to have them, not try to squeeze them closer and have something that could go wrong. So that's my advice. Be it right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. Um, I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine either way. But do whatever you think is going to be the best for your show is what I would do. King said if you could spread your shoot side out, you'll get more of your desired outcome. Yeah. But again, Empyro, you'll be fine. Just as long as you are comfortable with the safety of your crowd and the people watching, and you know you're following the proper safe distances and everything else, you'll be fine. TJ says, I have zero space, but it's going down. Yeah, got to do what you got to do, brother. Hopefully, I'm there when it goes down. We got to pray that I can get all my work done without having a heat fucking stroke this week. Um, if I can, we'll be there on Friday. We'd love to come watch your show for sure. But I got a lot to get done in 1 week. And DJ, you let me know if you need me to bring anything. If you need me to bring anything, I'll bring it up. If I have it. Sorry. If I don't have it, I won't bring it. Yeah, can't wait to see you again too, DJ. We're excited. We're gonna bust our ass. We're gonna try to get all of our shit done so we can get up there on Friday. I need to get with you and get the address of where you're doing it, so I don't have to bother you that day. Maybe I'll reach out to you tomorrow or something and maybe get the address of where your show is, so we don't have to bother you. I'll just show up and we'll just kind of discreetly sneak in and watch. And if I can say hi, I will. If not, I'm not going to bother you. I know how the day of goes. Yeah, DJ, it would literally just be probably my son and I, and maybe my cousin. You've met all of us. So it would either be two or three of us, and that'd be it. Won't be any more than that. Yeah, DJ said he's going live for his show on Friday. That's why I was saying earlier, if my son and I can make it up there, I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to go over the top of him. His show is his shows, and it's his to stream. I might record it just to watch it back, but I'm not going to go live on his show. Yeah, DJ, I'll get with you and get the address of the actual show because I know you don't. I don't think you shoot it at your house. You've got a place that you shoot from, but I'll get that so that if we can get up there, we'll get up there. But we're certainly going to try to make it. All right, Pyros. I think we have reached the time that I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate all of you for hanging out, uh, just chatting tonight, just hanging out. I was just going to kill some time. I'm normally kind of a late guy, so I hang up kind of late at night and don't go to bed early at all. So just killing some time. Thank you guys for hanging out, chatting, talking pyro, talking fireworks. Uh, if I'm not on the rest of the week, because this is going to be a busy week for us, if I'm not on, I hope each and every one of you have a great week, a great 4th of July. I hope your shows turn out fantastic. I hope everything goes how you want it to go. And above all, I hope everybody remains safe. Peace out, guys.